Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about repurposing Hobonichis. I know everybody is getting their orders and it's so fun to see, and then I'm just kind of like, I'm not tempted anymore, and I want to tell you why. So I started off I've used the Hobonichis for a while, but this is 2019's, and that was the last year I decided to not buy the big, huge Mama Jamma one, the whole year one. I used it as like a good main planner before I got into my main planner books, and it was going well. Then I went into a phase where the weekly was irritating me, and then I cut them out of this book. And then I went into nothing but dailies. And this is where you could see I cut them out. Now I left some in because I wanted to. I believe this was a spring start, and then all the rest was dailies. And I used a lot of them for regular dailies until I got to maybe about here. And then I used the rest for soap study. So this was the last year I decided that I was gonna buy the full year. So what I want to make this video is to encourage someone, if you don't want to, you're not a dated planner person, because I'm not. I'm an undated gal. I don't do good with following dates because my companions change so much. I do good in this because, okay, get a juice box, best friend. Okay, just give me a minute then. So I do good in this because I create my own system clearly. So this was the last time, like I said, I bought the full. Then I went and bought the Avex. I want to say for 2020, yeah. I cut them down to standard and B6. And the reason why I did that is because I love the standard size and I crave different sizes throughout the year. So what I did was I set it all the way up, and now I could go back to use this to whenever I want. So I did it for 2021, and this was a 2020. And so I don't really use these pages. The month I got cut off with Sundays, but if you really want to make it work as a planner, you can, half the Saturdays and then you have a Sunday. Like I said, I don't really care too much for the monthlies in the cousins. I really like the dailies and the weeklies. So I kind of just like pull it back, and then I go and do my weeklies in here. So this is December 2020, and then January 2021, Saturday and Sunday share a little column. And I loved doing that, and I still do. I just haven't got the itch for this size in Hobonichi, but when I do, I will start right here. And it's, like I said, Monday through Saturday. It's kind of like memory keeping for me, and I have a whole bunch. Then with my daily pages, I was doing a lot of like daily journaling, memory keeping as well. And all of these sizes, I will say I do the exact same thing. And that's because I crave different sizes undated. And who doesn't like the Hobonichi paper? So I would just put washi here, cover it here, and then I have all that I need to have for a standard size Hobonichi. The same with a B6. This is a D-ringed B6. Personal size Kate Spade. I love this. It's from my very good friend Danny Planorama. She was one of the first ones that took off the zipper off of Wellesley like this, and so anyhow, she gave me this cover and I de-ringed it. Now this is, like I said, a B6, so if I wanted to use these sizes, I could just easily take this off, put 2022 holidays, and then just go to town. Now for the B6, I do have a Sunday, the way that I cut it. I want to say I have a video where I cut this down. I'm not sure. Maybe just Google Monique Smith and in YouTube put Monique Smith and Hobonichi and all kinds of stuff will come up. So here is a monthly. You do get the Sunday here. So I'm not, again, I just took these down to make this video. I'm not using them, but I like that if I do get the itch, I have it. So here is where I could use a monthly. Put a sticker here, white out the little dates. That doesn't bother me. So if it bothers you, obviously this wouldn't work. And then here goes the weeks. Same exact thing. I do get Sundays, memory planning, having all of the different fun. I have it in a cover that I love. And I have the Avec in 2 different sizes. So these are options for 2022. Now let's talk about the weeks. So this was the weeks that I created. It's 2020. I bought it from the little craft place in Houston, Texas January or this January. And I knew I was going to use it. It was on sale. It was a mega. And so I set it up for like this, I don't know, self-care kind of journal thingy. And I was using it a whole lot and I was tracking a lot of stuff. I have a video on this. And I love the weeks. I will always still use the weeks one way or another. I'll show you the current one I'm using in a bit. I was tracking like stuff for my husband and I drew different layouts and I still can pick this up and use it whenever I want by just whiting out here. But I found the mega is just too much for me. I don't need the mega. So halfway, I think it was June of this year, because we were on vacation and I bought a regular weeks. So as you could see, I have this many pages left and I won't use it. I mean, maybe later, but it's just not getting any use right now. So this is in a wonderful cover. I have it upstairs. It's from Print Prussian. Favorite so far of covers for my weeks is this one. It's very squishy. So let me show you what I have now. So this cover is from a friend. She made it for me. This is a cut up dot grid Moleskine that I haven't really wrote in other than Sophia's Party. I like having another book on the go. I put pockets there. And then this is the weeks I use. It's a regular weeks. It's not a mega. And I have kept up with this one. So all I do is carry it in my purse. Like I said, I really don't use the monthlies, but I do have it there and it's pulled back and I have all of the weeks used. I did back plan this week's from using this one. When I got it in June, I went back and I filled in all of my stuff just so that way I can have it there. And I wanted a complete weeks for 2021. And this is a spring version. So I do the same exact stuff, except this one is dated, which is crazy. And I think in my mind, it's because it's not a mega. And I use it in my purse. And as you can see, I have busy weeks and then I don't. There's some things I just write what's going on, maybe a shopping list, and that is it. I don't really plan in here unless it's a really busy week. I like having it on the go. These are the Sharpie highlighters, and then the rest I think are mild liners. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're the Sharpie highlighters. I don't know. So here we are. And I use it like this. This is this week. It's pretty busy because I know I've got a lot of stuff going on. I always tab my monthly to my weekly with an ollie clip. And I don't know. I just find that this is better for me on the go like this, the smaller one. And then this goes up to March. And then here I've got a lot of different notes back here that I wrote, chicken scratch, just stuff. And I have stickers, a pen, really basic Papermate pen. And I stick this in my purse and I have it on the go. And then I have a little schedule for Sophia's gym and I'm good to go. So in fact, this one is the only one that I bought with dates and that I'm sticking to because I wanted something other than the Mega. So now going into 2022, I bought this at the little craft place in Houston, Texas. And it is, I wanted this cover for 2021, but I didn't want to purchase and pay full price. And the good thing about this is that I can, I'm going to have to get my daughter something to drink in a minute. But what I could do is I don't feel guilty for spending this money like this because this was 30% off. I literally, I think, paid 20 bucks for this. And it was local, so I don't feel guilty. So if I don't want to finish out the the spring start and come January 1st, I can use this for note pages or whatever. And then I can start this for 2022. Let me get her something to drink because she's gonna have a connection. So hopefully you can hear me. And the reason why I do that is because I was spending a lot of money on Hobonichi stuff that I knew I wasn't going to really use because I'm an undated gal. So I thought, okay, you always cover up stuff regardless. Here, honey, why don't you just buy the ones that are already, not in the current year, and then just go ahead and repurpose them. So anyhow, 2022 comes along. I'm gonna cut these off. They really bother me. I am going to use this cover that I didn't spend a lot of money on, and it's not a Mega, and it's good to go. Now, Drumgles in Houston, Texas, hopefully I'm saying it very well. If I'm not, I'm butchering their name, forgive me. They graciously gave me a 2021 Avec, 2 of them. They were gonna throw them away, and I was like, oh my gosh, please don't. So now I have an A5, a standard, a B6, and my Hobonichi weeks, and I didn't pay much. So if you were to go and get a 2021 for 2022 in the buy sell trade groups, they're not gonna be a lot. Like, the guy wanted to throw this away. So I use this as weekly journaling. I just white it out and just journal in one setting for the whole week. I haven't been just because I don't feel led. And then I go into dailies. So I can carry this habit on to 2022 and not feel like anything other than I'm not buying anything of the new 2022 versions. So this is just I'm sure it's just an encouragement, or it's just like a if you want kind of thing. Danny from Danny Planorama gave me one of these so graciously. I've never had one of these, and she gave me that in a weeks and in a 6. Oh my gosh, that woman. So now I just feel like when 2022 comes around, I have an A5, a B6, a standard, and a weeks that I can use for whatever I want and don't have to feel guilty over the dates or if I spend a lot of money on it. I don't know. It just brings me peace, and I love y'all know I love the different sizes and different things. Oh my gosh, it's just such a good time. And so I thought I would share as an encouragement when the new releases hit, or obviously they hit, and everybody's buying theirs, that if you want one, but you don't want, and you're not like a dated gal, you're an undated gal, go buy the prior years, or years prior, go on eBay, do whatever, and don't spend a lot of money for it. That way, if you don't end up using it and you just want to shelf it, you didn't spend a lot. God bless you.